All right, what is up everybody? Today we are back in the garage with another project for my M3. Today we are finally installing my louvers. Picked these up a little while ago, haven't installed them yet, but they're gonna go in the car now. I got all the suspension stuff done. You haven't seen that. We'll get there eventually, but basically just gonna clean this real good. I'm gonna start with probably Windexing the whole window so it's clean, because I'm not gonna be able to clean it once those are on. Hit it with some like soapy water and a razor blade, make sure there's no like gunk on any of these. Then hit it with some alcohol, and then I think I'm gonna go buy some, I think it's called like adhesion promoter, and really just clean the hell out of it. So I'm gonna start doing that now. All right, so far all I've done is clean the window. I still need to clean the actual louver, and I'm gonna hit it with some alcohol too. But before I do that, I just wanted to touch base real quick on where I got these from. I got them from an Instagram page called E30 Pro. It's a guy who I believe is in Ukraine and mostly sells plastic pieces for E30s. But I saw in his story, he also had these for sale. I bought them for $270 shipped. They have a couple different like options too on the type of plastic. To be honest, I forget what option I got, but they seem to fit well. Right now it's just kind of sitting there. I'll probably have to maybe heat it up a little bit to kind of form this line, because it doesn't seem to be fitting perfectly here. But that also might just be because it's literally just sitting there with my electric ratchet holding it in place. But one thing I wanted to show you before I get too far, prop this up maybe a little bit better, is how good you can see out of them. How well, I should say. How well you can see out of them. I expected to not be able to see a single thing at all, but I mean, they're pretty good. I mean, that's way better than I expected. Another thing I was worried about is that they'd be kind of heavy, but they're as light as can be. I mean, it's just thin plastic, so it's not like some big bulky piece on here. But yeah, E30 Pro on Instagram. I'll put a little screenshot of his page right here. And shipping was fast. I'm pretty sure this guy lives in the Ukraine from what I remember, and there's all that, you know, war going on over there. And he posted on his story like, sorry for the delays, like my whole power grid was bombed, which is craziness, you know, like things we never have to kind of worry about here in the United States. But super fast shipping, even with, you know, a whole war going on in this country and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna keep moving on these. All right, also I'm knocking out little things on the car. I'm going to cover the star in my hood. I don't know if this is really gonna work, but I'm gonna try. I bought some cheap heat shield, gold. And I'm basically gonna double it up and then have some hangover on the side and stick it over the hole. Heat shield showing there. If you don't know, I cut a hole in the hood because I raised the engine with, you know, aftermarket motor mounts, whatever. And all of a sudden I shut the hood, and that right there put a big old dent in the hood. So I'm gonna cover that because water keeps going straight down onto, I don't know if you're able to see, but my belts, and they always are squealing. So going to basically just cover that. I could do it on the outside, but I want it to be on the inside. So I'm gonna go cut that up right now. All right, the tape is on. I don't hate it. I kind of like it. It's different. So let's always remember, if I don't like it, I can peel it off. Honestly, I don't know if this tape is even any good. Like I said, it's the cheapest stuff off Amazon. It was like a whole bunch for $13. So without further ado, let's see what this looks like. All right, I think I like it. It's different. It breaks it up a little bit. It just adds some, you know, something new to it, which I like. I like new. This is also the cheapest tape I could find. So if it does come off, I'm not mad about it. It was like $13 for a whole bunch. So yeah, I think it's kind of cool. It's different, and it will hopefully save my belts from getting ruined in the future. All right, these are the adhesive wipes I'm going to be using. I guess it just makes the tape more likely to stick. I'm going to wipe the whole edge on here, I'm going to do the car, and I'm going to slap some tape on it. This isn't really what I expected it to be. It's like a sponge, and it just feels like it's soaked in like rubbing alcohol, or I don't know, something that can't be good for you. thing stinks. But just go do a quick little pass and then put the tape on. All right, I'm doing this by myself, so I have one chance. Hopefully it works. So clearly that's not good. I mentioned I might have to heat it up, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try some heat and see if it fixes it. All right, we are outside. I definitely like the gold. I think it's a nice touch. Zoom out a little bit, get a better idea. I like it. It breaks up the front end a little bit, adds some, you know, flavor, you know, you could say. Louvers on. I really like the louver as well. I'm not in love with the fitment of it, but I love the look of it, if that makes sense. When I say I don't like the fitment, it's because the trunk doesn't open properly. It barely touches. Could be that my trunk isn't lined up perfectly. I think it's more likely that the mold is not perfect. We are all the way up at the top, so we'll figure something out about that, but I can just press down and it'll be fine. The other thing about this is it kind of looks wavy. It's hard, it might not be easy to tell in here, but if it gets higher on the left side than it is on the right side, like mold wise. But overall, for $270, I'm very happy. Hopefully you like it too. Also, real quick, I could heat it up a little bit, which I might take the heat gun into it and see if I can get it to sit a little bit more level and flat and all that, whatever. But also was talking to some buddies and they said I could plastic weld some reinforcements on it and then I could put some more tape on them after that. But that sounds like too much work. Something I've really been thinking about doing ever since I bought the Louvers is actually getting one of like a Lexan rear window, or like the, I think like polycarbonate or whatever the hell they call it, rear windows. Condor sells them. They're like $175 or something like that. It's stupid, but like a big theme of this car is weight, and it is gutted. It was totally gutted. I added a little bit more stuff to it, but it's very basic, so I kind of like the idea of getting rid of the glass and saving a good amount of weight. So that might happen. I don't know. We'll see how this kind of works out for the time being, but might do that. So stay tuned for that. I kind of really don't want to do it, but I also kind of really do. So let me know what you think, actually. Let me know what you think. Again, thanks for watching.